Hello, my name's Sue. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a sketchbook tour. This sketchbook was from my 2020 days, I believe. So it's somewhere in the middle of where I was to where I am now. And it's to show you some of the journey that I went on to improve my own portraits. I started this sketchbook never intending for it to be seen. So some of the pages don't look good. I'm not like one of those artists that just do the most beautiful sketchbook layouts and it looks like you could just rip the pages off and put them on your wall. That's not my sort of sketchbook. You can do that on maybe one or two of the pages, but not on the majority of them because it's a learning exercise. So if you are learning, I would really recommend you get your own sketchbook. You don't need to show it to anybody, not like I'm doing on YouTube right now, and just work through, just practice, practice, practice. Meanwhile, I have a big favour to ask anybody that's watching this video. I'm trying to build up an audience on YouTube and get into the algorithms, and it's really difficult. And I've grown, my channel's grown quite a lot in the last few weeks, but there's still a long way to go. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I would really, really love it if you could. Sorry, the doorbell went. So I'm going to start the sketchbook tour. Remember, this was not supposed to be seen by anybody. It's not perfect. It's just a part of my sketchbook journey, and I hope to share it in terms of encouraging you guys to start your journey if you haven't already. If you have any comments, then do let me know in the comments, and I shall see you at the end for some tips. So you might recognise some of the people from this sketchbook. I have this terrible tendency to feel guilty if I ever relax. So I'm pretty much always on the go, and I have a head that never stops. So I will be watching TV, feeling guilty about it, pause the TV and draw whoever is on TV. So I think these were some people I copied from Instagram. I think this was somebody from Ozark. Other people from Ozark. So I'd stop. It's really quite good practice to stop the TV. You know, you can pause Netflix and you can just draw whoever is on. And this time I was just trying to practice just getting a likeness in like 5 minutes or so. Sometimes I managed it, sometimes I didn't. So the early ones are not amazing. I've tried different techniques. This is me cross-hatching. Not cross-hatching even, just doing hatching. So hatching is when you're just doing lines like that. Cross-hatching when you do lines like that. So that's one of the shading techniques. One of the other shading techniques you can do is sort of like hatching, but you can get a finer finish like that. And it's more even. And once you've got that, you can either leave it like that, or you can blend it together and you can use a paintbrush for that, or you can use a cloth for that. It's different techniques, but you can get quite a good finish. I would recommend not using your finger, and if you've got something smaller, like one of these little paper blending stumps, I wouldn't recommend doing large areas with that. When you've got a little blending stump like that, it's really good for doing like lines and details. So you could use it for doing a line, but if you use large areas for that, then it can look a little bit messy. Yeah, so I tried different techniques. I think this one, sometimes I would write a little note underneath what I'd done. I think this was with I've got some soluble pencils, so I think I was using the soluble pencils for that. Again, this is from a TV show. This is me trying cross-hatching. So if you want stronger areas of cross-hatching, you can either press harder with your pencil, or you can do more cross-hatching so you get more lines. This is Proco. He's one of my artists that I really like. So I'd frozen YouTube for that one. He has an amazing channel on YouTube. Let's get that back in position. Okay, this is me trying charcoal. If you're using charcoal with your sketchbook, then I would recommend going over with hairspray, otherwise you'll get it going on this page, as I have. It's good practice to write what you're doing as well when you're learning. So I've written here like mechanical HB pencil. This was with, this is a graphite stick base with charcoal pencil and a paintbrush to blend. Lesson learned, graphite base doesn't work over sticky fingers. So great idea to just write little notes. This is Marshall, who's the counterpart to Stan Prokopenko, who's on the YouTube channel I admire. This is my dad. He's got a funny face because I think I must have asked him to pose for me, and then it started a bit of a trend with my entire family giving me strange poses. This is me focusing on eyes and ears. Mechanical pencil. This is some friends, some people from online. This is a scribble portrait. The guy that does this amazingly on Facebook is called, or Instagram is called, Vince Lowe. Another self-portrait from the family. That's me. Some cats. Cats are quite difficult because they move all the time. A lot of these things I did with a mechanical pencil, and so that it's quite light. You can't go very dark with a mechanical pencil, not unless you've got like a real soft pencil. So the darks that you get, like for example, this is the darkest on this page. It's with a 5B pencil. Otherwise, like this is mechanical pencil, and the darkest I could get is here. Couldn't see very much in detail. I was looking at different pencil leads there. I wanted to practice refracted light here. This is another member of my family. This is another member of my family. Sometimes I would write a little note about like how long it would take me to do the sketch as well. That's all quite good information. This was me trying with biro and without pencils first. Same thing here. Another member of the family. 6B always needs sharpening, I've written. 6Bs, they do tend to blunt quite quickly. This is with a black wing pencil, and that's looks like charcoal almost to me. I think that was one of the very dark pencils that you can get. These were from Portrait Artist of the Year. I don't know what I was drawing there. This is some charcoal. Another family portrait. This is another one from the Portrait Artist of the Year. This is from a TV show, and I was just practicing hatching. So to get quite neat sketches, I think it looks nice if you just hatch in the same direction. And if you want it to go darker, so hatching in the same direction like that, if you want a darker bit, just go over it, same direction. If you want to go even darker, go over it, same direction. Again, more hatching. I really like hatching. I think it sort of appeals to my neatness. This was Judy Dench. What did I use for her? I think that would have been a 6B or something like that. She looks really smooth there. It almost could look photographic, and that's because I would have gone on quite lightly with the pencil, done sort of almost like hatching like that, and then blended it with a paintbrush. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. Same thing over here. Trying with the biros now. So it's really good practice just to try different techniques. If there's an artist that you really admire, try and copy their technique, and you'll learn a lot. This is, another hatching technique. I like this portrait. Somebody else I was inspired me on Instagram. This was a direct copy from their work. So it's a good idea, if you do a direct copy, it's quite a good idea to try then yourself with something else. This was the Meds heads, 100 heads, so I was trying to bash out as many heads as I could from that. Some of these are really messy because I'll try and do something here and it would go on the other side, so This was a 9B, so that was extra soft pencil. Difficult to sharpen. Things with different backgrounds. Again, different backgrounds to help bring things out. This is with ink and a brush pen. More hatching. More hatching. More cross hatching. This is number 96 in Med's 100 Heads, and I'm definitely getting more of a likeness. Just I felt more competent after this few still life, life modelling ones with people posing in front of me. This is with my 6B clutch pencil. Little stupid sketches. So that's it. So that's just one of my sketchbooks. There are about 5 million. So my top tips for getting better at portraiture. Firstly, get yourself a sketchbook and dedicate it to portraiture so that you can see your improvement easily rather than sifting through landscapes and still lifes and other bits and pieces. So if you want to get better at portraiture, get yourself a little portraiture sketchbook. I find that really helpful. Try different materials. So if you want to get better at pencils, try different pencils. So get yourself, try doing a portrait just with mechanical pencil, just with an H pencil, just with a 2B pencil, just with a 9B pencil, and see what different effects you can get, see which ones you like. At the end, you could maybe do a portrait that has all of those pencils so that you're practicing using all of them in the ways that you would like. Try different styles. So I was talking about hatching here. You could also try cross hatching. You can try blending, so using a paintbrush to sort of blend to get realistic skin tones. You can try scribble portraits. You can try contour drawing. So try different styles. One of the best things to do for this is to go on Instagram, find some artists that you really admire doing the kinds of sketches that you would love to do yourself, and copy their sketches. It seems like it's cheating, it seems like it's plagiarism, but this is just for your own development. And all of the masters used to do this. They used to go to galleries and paint and copy the people that they admired, and then they would bring that into their own style later. So do that, give it a go, try different styles and find out what you like and what you prefer doing yourself, and you'll develop your own natural style. Make notes under each of your sketches. So what pencil did you use? How long did it take you to do it? What did you learn from it? And target your practice to suit you. So if you want to get better at doing very realistic, hyper-realistic sketches and drawings, and you need to look at blending with your paintbrush and practice those techniques. And doing scribble portraits isn't going to help you. So really target your practice towards that. If you have a real problem with mouths, just draw an entire page of mouths. If you have a problem with eyes, draw an entire page of eyes. If ears, same thing. Target your practice so that you get better. Finally, practice makes perfect. So the Med's 100 Heads project is a brilliant example of that. 10 heads in 10 days. You don't have much time to dedicate to each sketch. It's brilliant for getting a likeness. If that's your goal, is to get better at getting a likeness quickly, then a challenge like this is absolutely brilliant, because you've got no choice but to spend not much time trying to get a likeness, and you'll build that skill up. You'll be observing better as time goes by. In fact, with likenesses, I would really recommend that you put a bit of a time scale on it. So you give yourself just 5 minutes or 10 minutes to do a complete portrait. And you need to get that whole portrait in, not just concentrate on the eye or the nose or the mouth. Try different sizes as well. Don't just do tiny little portraits in the corner of your sketchbook. Try and fill the page. Or if you're used to filling the page, try and go small. Try different sizes as well. You need something like 10,000 hours to become an expert. That's what they say. So don't be discouraged if your portraits aren't looking amazing straight off, because it just requires practice. You just need to put the time and the effort in. So have fun. let me know how you get on, and if you do any portraits and you would like some feedback, then feel free to tag me on Instagram. I am at Sue Cooper Artist, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you found it useful. If you do any of your own portrait practice and you want some feedback, then do feel free to tag me on Instagram and I'll get back to you, hopefully, if there's not too many of you. If you like this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and if you could subscribe, even better, because then that will help me on my quest to become a world famous YouTuber. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.